my decade personal interview, I interviewed my mom, who was born in 1963, and she lived through the 80s, her late high school, early college years. And what she started off was with how the 80s began in 1979 with the first gas riot in 5 Points, because where she's from, Pennsylvania, a town called Levittown, was where the 5 Points was, right down the street from where she lived, and how gas prices went from $1 to $4, and how the truckers were just going nuts and rioting, setting cars on fire, throwing bottles, the huge riots that we see on TV all the time, but just way worse. And how they sat on the roofs, her and all of her friends, and watched the police come down with their dogs, and how their dogs just attacked all the people, and they threw tear gas, and how they just came in and pretty much just put an end to the riots real quick. And it was crazy for her to see, because she's never seen anything like that, and she was just graduating high school, going into college, so she was still young, but it was just ridiculous of how today, that's basically how it is. But we don't riot over our gas prices, but back then, $4 a tank was ridiculous. But after that, she went into how MTV and everything came about, and how when it first came on, it was just basically music videos, and that's it, 24/7 music videos, and how it basically shaped the whole me generation that the 80s is considered. It made them free and courageous and go out there and do what they want to do and be yuppies and wear their big poofy hair and their dresses and stonewashed jeans and go to Jersey Shore and party and make money and spend it and just want to be rich and do what they want to do and not sit at home all day and just clean the house. She said her and her friends used to just go have parties just to watch the music videos. And to me that's ridiculous, because we can watch them whenever we want here on YouTube or whatever. But back then, that's all they had. And now she's seeing how MTV is now, and how it's just all these crazy angles, different teen mom shows and Real World and all these dumb shows. And she'd much rather be the music videos, because it's her generation and it's what made her her. So like I said, they're considered the me generation, where they were taught, just be girls and work at home and do all this. But she was really just not that at all. Like I said, she wanted to make money, spend it, and have fun and party. And all of her sisters thought she was gonna be crazy, druggy or whatever, but that's not how it was. She just wanted to go to Jersey Shore, have a good time, buy clothes, buy shoes, buy what she wanted when she wanted it, and just be courageous, go out there and do what she wanted to do. And I believe that's how we are now. Third generation made us how we are, because that's how we are. We make our money, we spend it the way we want to spend it, and don't let people tell us how to do it or anything like that. So it's a pretty cool thing that her generation started pretty much our generation. But another big thing she talked about was how media changed and came to be, because back then they just had the recorders to start off when she was graduating high school, and for their favorite songs, they'd put them up to a speaker in the car or a radio and record it on the recorder, and then they could play it back when they wanted to hear it, which is just crazy to me, because I would have never thought of that, and I can't even imagine having to put a recorder to a speaker to listen to a song. And then came out the cassettes, and they used to trade cassettes with their friends for special things and special songs they want to listen to. And then came albums, and they would still record albums when they didn't have it, and they would just trade albums and buy them off each other and stuff like that. And then came the iPods, when I was growing up, and I remember having to teach my mom and my dad how to use the iPods, and now, my mom still has my whole first iPod Nano that she uses, and now we have the phones that get music on them, and my dad's over here yelling at me to teach him my phone, my app that I have on my phone, and let him listen to music and all the different headphones we have. And it's just crazy to think what they started with to where we are now, because their generation is just completely different than ours, other than the whole me thing. But it's really cool how their generation kind of, like I said, started ours, and how it's factored into us, because like I said, the whole me and spending money, getting money kind of thing is how we are. But it influenced us, and it's a big influence on how we are today, is what I believe. But she ended it with just, how the prince got married and everything, and how they watched that on TV, how that was a huge marriage for them. And all the girls, she was at her friend's house, and I think she said there, if I remember, there were like 15 girls in just one house watching the marriage, and they all remember just dreaming about it and wanting to be the, the queen or whatever. and walking down the aisle. But then later in '87, her and all the same girls actually went to London and watched and put a place to those memories, and I thought that was pretty cool. You know, I've always wanted to be there, so it's pretty cool that she got to do that. But yeah, that's my interview.